Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Steve. Welcome back to the WKU Dynasty on College Football 25. We have got two banger games in this video as we are nearing the end of Season 5. We are coming off of last week where we beat Alabama on the road in a much-needed bounce-back game, awarding us the number 1 ranked team in the country at 8-1. Alabama would fall to number 17, and in terms of the Heisman race, I've been hyping him up all year. Monty Rourke Sr. continues to make incredible plays. He's currently number 2 in Heisman voting. And in the SEC, we saw Kentucky, our first opponent today. They were originally tied with the other 5 teams that only had 1 loss in conference play. They now have a second one, so they are coming off a loss, but they are our first opponent at home. It's the rivalry of Kentucky between the Wildcats and Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. This should be a banger. Once again, 3 more games left in year 5 of the regular season, and they're all SEC games. So if we can just get one of those 2 teams between Georgia and Oklahoma, who currently have 1 loss, to lose 1 more game and we win out, we will be in our first SEC championship, our first year in the SEC. It all starts today. Number 14, 6-3 Kentucky, the rivalry of Kentucky. They're going to start on offense with a handoff, and right in the backfield is George Capers. That's going to be a loss of 3, bringing up 2nd and 13 for the Wildcat offense. Here at Kroger Field, shotgun snap, first throw of the day, and that's going to be a solid gain of 9 with a hitter over the middle. That is Tavita Gayton. I believe he is a junior scrambling archetype quarterback, and Kentucky is going to pick up the first down on 3rd down. 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs for Tavita Gayton, who hands it off to the outside. We're containing the run well today. We did struggle last week against Nick Alba in Alabama, but that's another loss of 3, tackle in the backfield. You love to see it. The defense did not allow Alabama to score a single offensive touchdown last week. Their 1 touchdown came from special teams, so we're looking to continue that trend here on the road to Kentucky, one of the bigger games of the year. Shotgun snap, 3rd and long for Tavita. He's going to take a shot down the field. There is no separation, and that's an easy one, an easy interception for Tyree Christmas, who's had some big plays over the past few seasons. Basically a punt there from Kentucky. Here comes WKU, led by quarterback senior Tucker Parks and Heisman candidate Monty Rourke, who's going to get the first look today off of play action. He's going to jump up and make a sizable gain. The first pass of the day goes for 20 yards to Monty Rourke. Closer to midfield now, 2nd and 13. Our first down run got blew up, but we hit on the Nacho in open space. One of his better routes, the angle route, one of the better pass-catching backs in college football. That's a first down, and we are quickly into Kentucky territory here on the road. Parker Parrish, another senior RB who really did not get to play much his first 3 years on the squad, was primarily a 3rd or 4th stringer, now has a strong role as the RB2 as Monty Rourke gets into open space. The speed demon gets us in the red zone, our first offensive drive of the day. But as I was saying with Parrish, he has been showing up big time this season. Very strong, splitting some reps without the Nacho. He's going to get the look on the screen. The blocks are there, and a perfectly executed screen pass, one of Stevie Ball's classics, is going to go for the first touchdown of the day, and WKU strikes first in the rivalry of Kentucky. 7-0. Here comes the defense, who had a strong first drive. Here comes the snap for Tavita from the shotgun, another over-the-middle route, a big hit, but the receiver is going to hang on. Tavita Gayton, 3 for 4 with 20 yards right now to start the day. Have not been able to get the run game going at all, which is nice. Blue versus red, an all-rival clash. The run is going nowhere. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 6 for WKU's defense. Here's Tavita Gayton lining up shotgun again. Zone defense from the toppers. Another run, and I don't understand this. He's got 0 yards on 5 rushes, and on 3rd and 6, you cannot bet on him to make that, to pick that up. That's such a bad play call. And Stevie Balls is going to take full advantage. Here's Monty Rourke on the punt return. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Has a few blockers, breaks a tackle, spin move, basically tackled at the 50. Nothing crazy there, but still a solid return from our Heisman candidate. Let's give him a shot here in open space on the jet touch pass. The blockers are there. Rourke's got the edge. He's got the speed. A dirty juke move. If he could have tiptoed and stayed in bounds there, that would have been even more nuts. But so far, our offense is having no difficulty moving the ball right now on the road. 7-0 back-to-back road games for this squad. There is Joe Rawlings, who's gotten a few touches the last few weeks. Our fourth string back is going to get the last catch of the first quarter. WKU with -3. I guess we're doing worse in the rushing game than they are, but absolutely dominating in the passing game here on the road. We end the first quarter up 7-0, starting the second, looking for 6 more. Parks takes the snap, shotgun, has all day. I'm the Nacho, tiptoes it in. That's a solid 6-yard gain, bringing up 3rd and 4. Stadium is pulsing. Blue versus red rivalry here. Mario versus Sonic at the Olympic Games. I'm the Nacho, just enough to give us 1st and goal and a fresh set of downs. We're going to reward him here with a read option play. We know Tucker's not keeping it. That's going straight to the RB, and that's going to be a solid tackle down at the 2-yard line. Parker Parrish subbing into the game. Can we get him another touchdown this year? Having some explosive plays the past few weeks. And Parker Parrish has a nice block. He's got our first 2 touchdowns of the day, and he is eating. 14 up. 2nd and 5 here. Tavita comes back into the game. Not really using his legs much, and overthrows on the run there. That's incomplete, bringing up 3rd and 5. Was low-key a good read there from Tavita. 3rd and 5. Cannot go off the field again here. And instead, he's going to throw it right to Tyree Christmas for his 2nd pick of the day. My goodness gracious. Tyree Christmas with the 22-yard pick 6 completely jumps the route, and WKU was fearing a second SEC loss. It doesn't look like it's going to happen right now. A quick 21-0 lead. We got 6 minutes left in the first half. Trying to get anything going here on offense, but Kentucky is just struggling to move the ball up the field here as the 14th ranked team in the country. 2nd and 13. There's a short completion. That's probably been where their offense has found the most success, is on those easy short routes that you can just throw a little drag to. Can't knock it. I don't disrespect it at all. 3rd and 6. Going with the run again. And that's not only predictable, that's just dumb. Pass the ball. Like, this is Heisman difficulty. Should not be this cake, but I'll take it. A blowout's a blowout, and we run this shit here in Kentucky. Western Kentucky is top dog. 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, maybe getting a little ahead of myself. Gonna hit Seth Spillman on the drag, and it's gonna, oh, can he stay on his feet? No, but he falls down. Tucker Parks, has eclipsed 150 yards on the game so far. Not even halftime yet. 2nd and 5. Cameron Flowers, haven't really heard his name much today. One of our go-to speedsters. He's gonna find the edge. Walk-in touchdown for WKU, and a quick 27-0 lead on Kentucky with 2 minutes left in the first half. They are speechless, if I had to guess. And there's a sack for Harper Holloman. They're just getting nothing going. 3rd and out, 3 and out after 3 and out. Bringing up a 4th and 15. WKU keeping all their timeouts. We are confident in our ability to score with 1:20 left on the clock. Another solid return into enemy territory from Monty Rourke. 1:15. Let's see what can happen. Tucker Parks from the shotgun, going on a little practice 2-minute drill here. That's a nice gain of 7 for Amani on the Nacho. 2nd and 3 from the shotgun. Parks looking to make up some ground here. Had Spillman, missed him, still giving him a shot, and it's overthrown to Amani on the Nacho. The heads-up play to come back to it. That was probably my worst throw of the day. And sometimes you just have these games where everything goes right. That is one of these games today. Joe Poole, his first catch of the day, goes for 4 yards, and we're going to continue to let this clock run down under the 20-second mark on 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Parks scrambling out, throws a shot out of bounds in the back of the end zone. We're going to settle for 3 here on 4th and 6. Here comes rookie kicker Jamarcus Bars, aiming to his left, the left-footed kicker himself. Easy, and somehow that misses. it wouldn't matter anyway. We would hop into the sim and see if the CPU could keep up with this dominance. And right off the bat, a 52-yard touchdown for Monty Rourke, adding on to his campaign. And it's nonetheless more the same, 41-0. The sim is not doing Kentucky any favors. They finally get on the board. They would score 10 points in the fourth quarter, garbage time. Western Kentucky showed why they're the #1 team in college football today and should be favorites to go back to the national championship. Tucker Parks, a 300-yard game with 3 touchdowns. He wins back-to-back players of the game. But Monty Rourke, once again, making his case for Heisman. He has been nothing short of exceptional. Tavita Gayton, 2 picks, not a great performance. Tucker Parks, only 6 incompletions, very, very efficient day. Rodney Tisdale got in there a little bit. In the sim, I'm assuming. Amani on the nacho. These running numbers we've got to get up, in all honesty. We got to get these running numbers up. But the passing game has been so efficient to where it's not really my biggest concern thus far. But to come playoff time, we got to fix that out. On the nacho, though, making up for it, as always, in the passing game. 125 yards off 4 receptions is fucking bonkers. Seth Spillman, a great game. Parker Parrish involved in the passing game. It is a win for WKU, who improves to a 5-1 SEC conference record, 9-1 overall in the year. This will be the last game of the video. We are going on the road to the Swamp to play the Florida Gators, who SEC and playoff hopes for the championship is probably dead already, but still a highly rated overall team, and a team that's got a lot of aura that you don't want to go into this place and not bring your A game here in the Swamp. So, last game of the video. We got one more game before the SEC championship in the next one. 87 overall, Florida Gators versus Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, coming off of a 2-game winning streak. It should be exciting. It should be competitive. Let's get into it and see if we can get a little win streak going. Florida will take the field to start. Number 7, Matt Wager. He is a junior. He's an improvising archetype, and he's only 76 overall. He is one of the lower quarterback ratings in the SEC, so that should be to our advantage. A touch pass to start is going nowhere. Can WKU's defense continue their dominant performances? Because they have been nothing short of title contending on defense these past few weeks. 3rd and 6, a 3-and-out to start the day would be great. Rushing the QB, we're not going to get there. The improvising ability of Wager gets out just in time for an 8-yard rush. And they're going to keep their first drive going here in the Swamp. All blue versus all black. Really cool color dynamics. A nice hit. Heads up play from the corners. 1st and 10 is an incompletion. 2nd and 10 for the Gators. Coming in at 4 and 6 on the year. And wow, Zachariah Minnis coming off the edge, completely fooling the offensive line. He continues his tear of a season. That'll be his 9th sack on the year. 3rd and 17, taking a shot deep. That's going to go straight to Steve Magnifico, number 3, who's going to return it deep into Florida territory, bringing it up to the 31. That is how you start this game. This defense is probably the best in the nation. I can't lie. WKU has been absurd these past few weeks defensively. 2nd and 12, trying to get something going. Monty Rourke hits to the outside, follows some blockers. That's a nice play from Monty, one of our Heisman candidates this year. 3rd and inches. Parker Parrish comes onto the field. Tried to follow his blocks, but it's going to be tackled behind for 4th and 1. And on my bullshit here, I believe we're a team that can get 4th and 1 on any given day. From the shotgun. 15th worst place to play. Parks scrambles out. Hits on the nacho too late. We should have just taken our 3. That was a bad play call by me. Florida comes back onto the field essentially like their interception just didn't happen, and it's going to be a wide receiver screen to start a broken tackle, and all of a sudden, Florida is up to midfield, their own 43. 1st and 10 for the Gators, trying to play spoiler to our potential SEC championship hopes, but that run is going nowhere. Sit the fuck down. Davion Kershaw with a great hit stick. 2nd and 10. We have stopped the run incredibly well the past few weeks, and there's going to be another sack. Zachariah Minnis, give him sack number 10 on the season, 2 in this game, bringing up a huge 3rd and long, 3rd and 15. Wegner has time, throws on the run, it's incomplete on the logo, and that'll be a punt back to WKU. Can we get something going here? Kind of lost a little momentum after that first offensive drive, but Parker Parrish, what a great strong run to start the drive. They convert the first down. It would be 2nd and 9 here. Wide receiver screen, hits over to Flowers, dirty spin move, inches past a guy, and he is going to go down with an injury, unfortunately. Let's hope this is not serious here on 3rd and 3. Nice little touch pass to Joe Poole. Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. How did he turn a simple 5-yard gain into damn near 40? What a dirty juke move from Joe Poole. And we're going to reward him here by letting him watch Monty Rourke get a little touch pass there. I thought he was going to run it again. That's my bad. 6-yard gain. And Cameron Flowers appears to be fine. He's just got muscle cramps, but he is going to sit down for a second. 2nd and 4. I'm the Nacho on the screen. Has the edge to the outside. He's just going to go out of bounds. Unnecessary hit. I'll come over and smack the fuck out of you myself. Head coach Stevie Ball's not playing around. 1st and 10. Parks. I don't know what the fuck we were doing there. That's going to be a loss of 2, and we cannot fumble another red zone opportunity here on the road. 2nd and 12, setting up a little RPO. We're going to decide to keep it with Parker Parrish. Beautiful blocks. Hold the fucking phone. Parker Parrish with another touchdown today, making his aim, his name, his shame, his ball game known in the WKU Hall of Fame. Goddamn, bars. Over the middle. That was a great throw by Wegner after my freestyle. I can't even say nothing else. But 7-0, another first quarter comes to an end here in the SEC. Western so far in control of this game, but Florida's offense has shown some spurts. 2nd and 8 from Wegner. The lefty quarterback has some time, drops back, hits a nice bucket over the middle, and Steve Magnifico pops the fuck out of him. Regardless, they're going to be in our enemy territory. Defense needs to step up here. 8 minutes left in the first half. The run game finally gets a little bit going for them. That's a 9-yard gain for KD Daniels. 1st and 10 for Wegner. Zone defense from Western. 6.5 minutes left in the first half. Can we get another sack? No. But an awful throw straight to Joshua Sash. How about them apples? This Western Kentucky defense has turned into a turnover machine as Jalen Hampton, who is subbing in for Cameron Flowers, is not going to get anything on that play. I am so blown away and impressed with this defense. I hope they continue playing like this in the playoffs, because that would simply just give us an easy path to natty number 2. 3rd and 7. Up 7, 5.5 minutes left in the first half. Taking a shot to Monty Rourke. It's just out of reach. He had the defender beat, but we are going to punt it back on 4th and 7 in a low-scoring first half contest. 5:14 remaining. They go back up the gut. That's going to be KD Daniels having a solid day, 6-yard gain. 2nd and 4. No one is there to protect Harper Holloman from getting another sack. That's going to be a huge loss, bringing up 3rd and 14. WKU's defense has been dominant all day. Will they? They are going to give up the first there. No. 4th and 1. Tackle just short, but they are going to bring out the tape measure, the booth review. Simply no one guarding KD Daniels on the pass there. And they're going to give them the first down conversion on a long 3rd and 14. 2nd and 6 here from Wegner. Trying to tie this game up. This is still anyone's game. It has seemed like we're dominating, but we're not putting points on the board so far. Haven't been able to really get past this midfield mark. Let's see if I just jinxed it. 1st and 10. Wegner. He's going to give it to KD. KD starting to fight for them yards, man. He's having a solid day on the ground. 6 rushes, 23 yards. Brings up 2nd and 3 as we are nearing the 2-minute warning of the first half. They fake it to him. That could have been intercepted. Instead, it's incomplete. Bringing up a 3rd and 3 with 2:15 left in the first half. Wegner starting to feel his groove a little bit. Can he convert here? Or are they going to go back to KD? They do, and the blocks are set up nicely. That'll be the 2-minute warning. Florida trying to tie this game up. Going into halftime, we do receive, so it wouldn't be the end of the world, but a stop here would be nice. 1st and 10, A nice out route. I thought he was going out of bounds. That's a bad gainer right there. Wagner already has 2 picks, and Florida might tie this game up right now. From the 5, 1st and goal. Thought he was wide open. That's only going to be a gain of 2. We've been one of the best red zone defenses in the league this season. Can we keep that trend up? 1:10 left in the first half. They run it. We're ready for it. A tackle after a gain of 1. 3rd and goal from the 2. Biggest play of the day here in the Swamp so far. 30 seconds and a running clock. It appears like they're going run. They do go run. It's not KD. Timeout Western. And they're going to go for this on 4th and goal from the 2. 27 seconds left. Huge play here from the junior. Wagner from the snap. They stay with the run. We're there. He didn't get in. He is short at the 1 yard line. And Western will take over deep in their own territory. 2nd and 6, giving an opportunity. 1-on-1. Monty Rourke has converted 1 million of those this season. I feel like I'm not doing my best coaching duty if I don't give him a try. 3rd and 6, going a little aggressive here with a play action for Parks. He's going to scramble out. Needs to get rid of it. He's sacked! Sacked in the end zone for a safety. And that is how the first half comes to an end. We do get a crucial goal line stand. But is that safety going to come back to bite us in the ass as the second half gets underway? 2nd and 8 here for Parks. Started the 3rd quarter. That same route didn't convert earlier, but Monty Rourke gets under it this time, eclipsing 50 yards in the Swamp. 2nd and 11 at midfield. Parks, a quick hitter to Joe Poole, who jukes ahead and gets into enemy territory. Bringing up 3rd and 5. Stadium is rocking. Florida's got an opportunity to do something big here. A screen to I'm the Nacho. The blocks are set up perfectly. Busting this one free. One man to beat it. He's going to tackle him in the end zone. Oh, Monty I'm the Nacho with a huge breakaway play. Western with a little cushion now goes up 14-2. Trying to keep this streak going of keeping teams out of the end zone. Here is Florida, only a 2-yard gain on the run. 3rd and 8 for Wagner. 5.5 left in the 3rd quarter. Has time over the middle. That's going to be straight to Joshua Sash again. Our corner's getting a lot of 2 interceptions game. We saw Tyree Christmas do it last game, and Sash has got 2 in this game. 3 on the day for the Western defense total. Let's not fumble this opportunity to go up 3 possessions. 1st and 10, Joe Poole following the holes of the defense, penetrating winky face, if you will. 1st and 10, Cameron Flowers end around the momentum. You feel it, follows a block, opening a red carpet untouched. Wow. I'm so cocky. We're hopping into sim again. Still up 21-2. Watching Western with the offense. They're going to punt it back to Florida here. As long as if they score a touchdown, I'll jump back out there. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. They give the ball back to Western at midfield. It's a punting battle. We got a defensive showdown here. Western with a turnover. Western with a touchdown. 5.5 left. Trying to keep Florida out of the end zone. 35-2. This game is over. They get a field goal, and that's going to be it. Florida in the Swamp gets dominated by the #1 team in the country after a shaky first half. The final score, 35-5. And WKU has won 10 games their first year in the SEC. Looking to win 11 next week against Texas A&M. What an all-out performance. These two games I expected to be really bad trap spots, ended up being blowouts after a very much-needed win against Alabama. They're setting themselves up in prime position. I'm pretty sure as long as we beat A&M, we should be a lock for the SEC championship. Once again, got to get the running game going more, but the receiving game has been dynamic, and the defense has simply been absurd. It's a team with a formula that they follow weekly, and a team that I think has true championship aspirations after getting upset in their first playoff game last year. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. We're trying to keep this streak going of a video every day. Season 5, the playoffs are right around the corner, and our first SEC championship if we can squeak in. I hope you guys have been enjoying the content. Have a blessed day. Deuces.